I'm actually here with our pilot episode, so it's actually our very first one ever, number 1 of 1. And we're just gonna do a little bit of a thing that I like to call sitting down and chatting, playing video games, good with friends. Essentially, at this moment, we actually have one of our greatest, Antonio Fornieles. He's actually came from Spain, and he started off over 10 years ago doing his actual work in the industry business. So he actually started doing music and actually started spinning over 10 years ago, and now he's in Canada doing it and tearing it up. And essentially, when it comes to actually taking care of us in Canada, even in Toronto, I want to make sure I bring him out and I want to show him something. And I want to show everybody. I want to actually bring the light to what we like to do on a regular basis. And this is why I have this man. And hang out with Doggo, Miss Salsa.
Salsita. She's Salsita. Say hey to everyone. Little DJ, she's learning to spin.
She's looking, she's probably gonna have the headphones on and everything soon. But yeah, essentially we're gonna play some video games. We actually have Mario Kart playing. This is the Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart from the NES, from the Super NES, and we actually want to just start this off and play and talk at the same time. So essentially, I want to first start with your come-up story. So everybody knows you as Antonio. However, before that, you know that you were somebody else. You know that you were supersonic.
I was a woman.
I was a woman.
That's Maria.
But yeah, tell us about that. Tell us about the beginning of your adventure as...
Well, the very beginning of my adventure with the music is I was 18 years old, so more than 10 years. Unfortunately, it was 10 years ago, but no, it was more than that. And I was DJ Fornie. That was my very beginning. Back in the days, we didn't have CDGs. Everything was analogic, vinyls, very heavy cases. We used to go to the clubs carrying all these heavy cases, and that's why I have back problems nowadays.
You're carrying everything.
I need support with my back. Yeah, so then after that, I started with the real electronic thing, the tech house with techno house. I started to dive into that little breakbeat and sometimes drum and bass. And then I became supersonic. That was, 10 years ago, you were right with that. 2011, 12, and then recently, another twist to my career, and I became Antonio Fornieles, which is my real name. And that's how I like to be called from now on, because my sound has developed a lot in the past years, and my music skills in production, and like the people I hear and the people I like to get inspiration from. So I became Antonio Fornieles, and that's what it is from now. This is what the people from Toronto is going to hear, and hopefully a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So absolutely, everybody already knows you as exactly that name. So I just want to continue bringing that happiness, essentially.
Yeah. Well, like in the music, my point of view is that my experience is that you evolve a lot, you grow. Like, this is not the same thing what you are when you start, and 10 years after, and even 10 years after, you will always be evolving. And if you don't do that, then be worried, because it's not good.
There's no growth and comfort, man. That's what I always say. So, do you ever actually play classic games? Have you, thrown down on any type of Super NES game, on N64? So this isn't anything new to you then. But will you win? That's the question.
Very competitive, actually. So,
well, in that case,
1992 Nintendo.
Yeah.
How old were you?
1992. I was 0, buddy. I wasn't even an inkling yet. I was 4. See?
I'm an old soul.
My very
in
first
a young
game.
body.
Mine myself was Super Mario World, but playing this is still the same thing. I still know that I'll be able to beat you.
Maybe me too.
Alright, well, another question I've just always had in mind, and this comes from what is the simple misconceptions or simple myths that come in the scene of electronic music?
Well, we have like the classical misconceptions, like all of the DJs sleep with a lot of women.
Yeah.
That's not true. I wish. No.
Yeah.
No. That's something that like also we all take drugs and we have like a crazy life. It's not like that. And another misconception. Everyone I know is pretty healthy and they have like a very healthy life in the ones I know in Toronto.
Yeah.
And also a misconception. Something I have heard a lot recently in this series, like people think that we prepare music for a very long time, that we prepare our sets for very long time in advance. And in my case, that's not true. I always improvise. I always go to the club and I see what the crowd is asking for. If I have a guy that is playing in front of me, before me, and he's playing very soft, I have to evolve from that into something else. But if I have someone that is playing, like one of the last times with the industry, people I love, by the way, they were having a guy playing breaks before me, and I love breaks. Breaks is amazing. It's like UK music that is not so well known in Canada, and I love it. The guy was, it was UK garage, some two-step breaks, and he was playing that kind of music before I went in, and I had to do a transition from that into tech house and techno, and I loved it. It was beautiful. Yeah. I wish I could play more often this kind of music here in Toronto.
That probably made it even easier.
You have to do something, drum and bass.
Me, myself, like me actually becoming an art DJ myself.
No, I mean, of course, but with the parties, like, think about making something like breakbeat UK style, you know?
Yeah.
I know you like this thing.
I believe that. Oh, yeah, I believe in garage. I believe in garage. All we need to do is have the summertime, have it nice and warm, which is what hopefully coming up like in like a month or so. And then
we are in Toronto.
Big things are coming up. Like, I know. Well, I mean, being in Toronto, there's so much competition as well. And that's why we have to bring out basically the people that are, I wouldn't say on top, but the people that actually come by and do their hardest to actually make something happen. A lot of people come by and a lot of people just do it like this and then they just disappear. However, going years strong now, I feel that we can evolve, literally, as you say, evolve and grow somewhere else, essentially.
You know, one thing that I loved from Toronto, it was the last summer, 2021, with all the pandemic and the lockdowns and everything. I love the scene, you know, there were so many raves happening and the people was so authentic in the raves because they were not in Paris for a very long time. So they were going to raves, like giving it all, you know, like going to have real fun and real parties. So I hope that this summer we have the same vibe.
Yeah, exactly. I know, if going to bars and such, I don't want that to happen. But again, I know that people will come to all the other events just because they like the vibe of it. It's just a vibe that brings it up.
Events. We need a lot of events. Let's play this.
So if you had to give yourself one advice back in the day as a child, what would it be?
Study, number one.
First stage, go back.
Go study music. For real. Like, if you want to learn music, like to do the real thing, you have to study music. You have to understand about everything what is behind you are mixing, you know, and that's the only way is like getting into production for years or studying music. Like 100%. It's never too late. You always are okay to start studying music. Actually, I started playing piano 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Yeah, so like learning piano. Yeah, but I try my best.
See, then in that case, if you had to choose an actual instrument to go on after the piano, what would it actually be?
No. Piano.
That's it. Yeah.
For me, there is nothing more beautiful and more complete than piano. Like, of course, everything is good when you hear it. Maybe bass. I like bass too, but. That's not here.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, this is a creature of the night.
Like us.
Yeah, we are, exactly. Now that I think about it. Hello there, Mr. Creature of the Night.
It's a beautiful creature of the night. Yeah. She's my flatmate. She lives with me.
Yeah, one of how many actually?
Of a bunch. So this is something I'm sure you're not gonna have in many of your interviews.
Yeah, see?
Are you scared?
No, I'm okay with it. I actually see all the spider webs coming in. She's trying to cocoon you.
Yeah. Yeah,
she's like, I'm trying to eat you actually.
Where is she actually? I don't know where she is.
Now going on your back.
Okay, let her go.
Alright.
She's free. Okay, let's play this.
Yeah, exactly. Let's play.
Don't forget to share, to like, and also to click that join button, click that subscribe button. All the ones that make you feel happy. It takes 2 seconds of your time, and it actually allows the channel to grow. Oh, I love hearing that.